welcome to Underrated Movies. I'm your guy, I'm your man, Mr. Elton Henry. And today I'm going to talk to you about another underrated film that I watched on Netflix, and you need to check it out. It's a film that's been on my radar for quite some time. It is They Clone Tyrone, starring John Boyega, Tiana Ferris, Jamie Foxx, and it's a story about an unlikely trio of, I would say, our heroes. They're not heroes. Like I'm tell you right now, one of them's a pimp, the other one's a hustler, drug dealer, and the other one, well, have fun to make money. These three end up banding together once they discovered a secret laboratory underground, a liquor store, or it's underground. They find an underground facility where they're finding out they're actually cloning the community, the black community, to do their bidding. And it's a very crazy government conspiracy, dark comedy, psychological thriller with some sci-fi elements. And this movie is really awesome because I love the genre bends of what the director Joel Taylor mixes into this, and it feels like it's not forced. There's not a genre that really kind of just stands out. I mean, maybe towards the sci-fi elements, but it doesn't feel like it doesn't feel like it overstays its welcome because it's there. It feels like all the plot mix elements of what the story is trying to do is there, and it doesn't feel doesn't feel forced, is what I'm trying to say. Not even the comedy. The comedy feels very subtle and it happens. And I kind of like the comedy relies on the characters and what the characters are trying to do and what their goals are into this film with John Boyega's character who, is trying to make money to be this hustler and he is overcome by grief over the uh disappearance of this kid that he's bonded with until he finds out that his existence could be meaningless once he finds that there's been a clone of him, and he questions his whole livelihood and is trying to figure out what is going on when uh where he starts to see, when he discovers a laboratory and why there's a clone and why there's these other facilities there. Jamie Foxx here is probably one of my favorite roles now of Jamie Foxx. This guy's so charismatic. He's so funny in this, and it kind of feels he's a little cartoony, kind of like some of the recent sitcoms he's been doing for Netflix. I don't know if that's still happening there, but it feels like it. It feels like old school Jamie Foxx doing his thing here, and it's great to see it. And Tiona, she's great in here too, and I love that she really dials the level of her comedy in this film compared to what she did in Chirac, which is almost about a decade now. And she really elevates the energy into this. She's kind of like the heart of the movie too. And I kind of like where these characters really admit to their flaws of how they kind of see the world and how they kind of operate in it. And all three of them kind of butt heads with one another, where everybody's judgmental on what they do, but knowing that they're not good people at what they're doing. And that was a very, very interesting dynamic that you have these misfit heroes, and it feels kind of realistic, where you're dealing with a bunch of different kinds of personalities who don't feel like they're heroes, but they have to do a heroic thing to better serve the greater cause of humanity. And that was a calling of this film that really resonated with me with this story. Um, that you had these. three misfits. It's like, I don't know, like no, no, three kings. You have these trio of characters are pretty much called to do something bigger than themselves, and that was a very, very resonating element of this story that I thought was very good. I think towards the end, it does dive into maybe like a cliche realm of how the plot kind of chooses to unravel, but I also like that it's a mystery movie and uh it really establishes the mystery throughout the whole film, and it really kind of keeps you wondering where the next plot of the story is going. And while balancing all the other genres like the political thrill, like the psychological elements, satire, and it's a very good satire, to be honest with you. Like this is a story where it has like a meaningful idea, but it doesn't take itself too seriously, despite having a dark comedy mystery vibe to it. I think it's a film you can really have fun with. I had fun with it because I think the story here is literally original story uh, that really analyzes and makes fun of certain political themes that does dive into the well, I could say viewpoint of African American culture. Kiefer Sutherland's in this. I didn't even realize he had a uh, he had a role in this movie. So to see him, spoiler alert, he's the villain of the movie, was outstanding. I mean, I think the guy's underrated as an actor, and from his 24 series, and to see him kind of do something that he's like the villain. There is a twist on actually who really the villain is, and I won't really spoil that if you've seen the movie already. The movie's been out for 3 years, but I man, this movie was so good. Like I can't tell you um how much of a crime of a good original movie kind of flew under the radar. And I've been wanting to make time to watch this movie for a while now, and I'm glad I finally did. And it's a shame that the movie felt like it got overlooked when it came out in 2023. And I would have said the movie could have garnered some sort of award recognition because I thought the craftsmanship of this movie was so well done and so good, and I think it's disappointing that the film got overlooked. The cast was great. The filmmaking aspects of this movie was great. There is a part in the film that I thought was good hook to really get you into where this movie was going to go. And yeah, man, this is a good film. Go check this movie out on They Clone Tyrone. Uh, I was just thinking a few parts of this movie was just funny. Uh, Comment below if you have seen it, then let me know what is your favorite underrated movie, y'all. They Clone Tyrone, man.